Last night, DeepSeek announced a new model. Actually, they didn't announce a brand new model, but they said they've updated the old V4 Flash that came out in April. It's now officially available on the API. The previous one was just a preview release. So what does this actually mean? There's a model on the API, but they've retrained it, and now one of the cheapest models we have has become very powerful after retraining. At least, that's what they're claiming. Also, something else happened this week. The ChatGPT side, the OpenAI side, actually introduced a price cut. They gave an 80% discount on 5.6 Luna, and that's a huge discount rate. They also did 20% on Terra. Sol is still there. Now, the two models we'll compare here in this video are the new version of DeepSeek and the 80% discounted version of Luna. Both are among the cheapest and most powerful models we have. So they're both very strong and cheap, and we'll look at what they can do together in the tests. You can see how powerful DeepSeek V4 Flash is in their own benchmarks here. They've specifically improved its agent capabilities. The same was true for the previous preview. They've retrained the same model and enhanced its agent capacity. And you can see the difference compared to the previous model in these comparisons. There are measurements going from 61 to 82, 39 to 54, and 38 to 76 in CyberGym. And it's claimed to be close to GLM 5.2 and Opus 4.8 in certain areas. It lags behind in some others. But what matters to us is how this model actually performs against Luna. We'll look at that in this video, because Luna has also become very cheap. This might be the first time we can use an OpenAI model for this cheap. And on the OpenAI side, as you see here, its performance is above GLM 5.2 and Opus 5. It's above the Opus 5 low version, I can say that much. So it claims to have a higher intelligence level than all models, including DeepSeek V4 Pro. But as you know from our previous tests, every company claims to be the best every single time. They present the test that way. That's why comparing them ourselves is best. I did 13 tests here, and we'll look at what happened in those 13 tests together. Basically, let me repeat what I'll say at the end right now. You'll see as you watch. Now, basically, DeepSeek's price is very cheap. 0.28 output price per million tokens. For 5.6 Luna, it's 0.60. That's the discounted price, by the way. The 80% discounted version is 0.60, which is double the price of DeepSeek. But the interesting part is they performed the same function. They ran the same prompts. They ran a single prompt in one go, but working with Luna turned out to be cheaper. And we'll look at the quality of the work together. So it's a model that's twice as expensive, but it ended up being cheaper. We'll examine the processing times. We'll talk together about how much cheaper it was, why it was cheaper, and what happened, and which workflows you can use these for. You'll be able to figure that out now. Before moving on, let me mention Digital Academy. If you want to improve yourself in AI, get training, use AI in your career, or if you're going to have an AI startup, if you want to do this, you can join us. There are actually a lot of lessons inside the community, a lot of paths to be more precise. It appeals to everyone. It's perfectly suitable for beginners. There are live broadcasts every week. There are quite a few live sessions, and everyone shares their successes. They're building mobile apps and launching startups. They're actually profiting by leveraging the power of AI. You can be one of them too. Whatever your goal may be, advancing in your career, building AI agents, or starting a business, the important thing is how you'll use the tools, which one to proceed with, and we'll actually help you get very far with ready-made systems. Because we're already constantly testing all the tools, creating solutions for our clients, and we pass these learnings on to you. Now, I'm continuing. Here, token consumption actually means a lot to us. When doing the job, when we gave the same prompt, a single prompt, I'll look at the models one by one, as I said, but it spent much more tokens. In total, 552,000 tokens were spent by DeepSeek, and 200,000 tokens were spent by Luna. Now, when the 5.6 family was released, they mentioned something. Efficiency. We had also done a review of that. They were emphasizing efficiency. ChatGPT was saying here that they achieved cost reduction not through price cuts, but through the efficient operation of the model. And they seem to be proven right here, but let's see if it could handle V4 Flash with fewer tokens in the tests. Now, the first one, we created a brand identity and product page with a single prompt. You can see how long it took on DeepSeek here. It took a total of 394 seconds. It spent 60,000 tokens and 0.0171, so the cost isn't even $0.02. As for Luna, it took many times less, and it took quite a short time. It took 6 times less. Token usage is also 6 times lower. The file sizes are the same, by the way, so it's a 33 kilobyte file size, and it's 0.072. The cost is also lower. Now let's look at both sites. Quite nice, quite nice. These parts probably don't work. It resets to the top. Okay. Performance, generations. It works quite well. Let's look at this one. This one is the same way. Performance. The site works quite well. Maybe we could say the first one is longer, but there's not much difference. They've actually given the same content. Let's move on. We wanted to make a page with a 3D product inside. There will be a real-time 3D product here. Again, you see the durations are quite different. The file is also smaller here, by the way. A larger file came out here. Costs are 0.068 to 0.080. A similar cost came out here. Let's see. There should have been a product here, but it's not showing. So this part should have been the product, and we should have changed its color with these, but it didn't show up here. Okay. Let's look at Luna for this one. That product is visible in Luna. The color also changes. Luna is more successful. It's also more successful as a site. Yes, Luna is the winner here. I'm moving on. I don't want to show it for too long. Now I'd like to compare one more thing. I wonder how much difference it makes when compared to that. What are the differences between the previous version, the April one, and the current version? We can say this. The April one was working faster, but it costs the same. We have our Luna here again. And here, one thing we wanted to do, we wanted to make a desktop inside. On the desktop, we click here. Our notes open up. We can take notes. Our calculator opens up. It says video here. Oh, we pasted it. Interesting. The terminal opens. Let me type Claude. It's not working. Let me type help. Yes, it works. Home. We have our computer. Settings. Let's look at the April version like this. Yes, you can get the thing, right? It became much more, so there's no big difference, but there is. Because for the same price, the content here is much better than the one in the new Flash. Let's look at Luna too. The animations in Luna are smoother. You can see this. Closings, openings. Yes, I think these are smoother. I'd make Luna the winner here as well. In terms of price, Luna is very close, not much different. They're all under $0.01. Now we've made a 3D range browser. In the 3D range browser, we made a game, a target shooting game. This is DeepSeek Flash again, and unfortunately, you have to look at it from a slightly different angle. But when you hit the targets, they do get hit. Let it hit here. That's how it turned out. We're looking at Luna. It started with explanations. Visually, it's much better. It just inverted the mouse. That's why I'm struggling. Down when going up and up when going down. But it's done a much better job. We can even shoot while moving forward. The winner here is Luna again. Let's throw it out. Luna won, and in terms of cost, 0.0093 versus 0.0065. It was 30% more expensive, but it ran faster and it produced fewer files as output. This is very important. It has 15,000 output. This one has 36,000 output, but a better product has emerged. Open World Driving Simulator. Open World Driving Simulation. Yes, DeepSeek V4 Flash is gone. There are AI cars too, but we can't see them. It hasn't really been working well. It spent 0.0286 for this. Luna, on the other hand, succeeded again. And of course, you shouldn't expect a Fable system from a single prompt. Our comparison here is what we can do with the cheapest models. If we gave this to Fable, it would spend $2.50 or $3 and make something very nice and fun, but you can already achieve that here. I always say how you use the models is also important. Fable's strength is its ability to do things on its own. If you guide it correctly, it's a model that could even surpass Fable, as you can see. I mean, it might sound strange to say, but yes, your guidance, the mastery is partly in doing this job right. We're going inside the building. Did it get dark? It's evening now too. I wonder if there's light. No. We're flying. Luna was the winner, and it was cheaper too. It cost fewer tokens. 107,000 to 15,000, and the result is clear. Now we've made a rotating cube. The cost is 0.053 to 0.077. The cube flew away. Anyway, cube. Yes, Where is it? It's gone. Let's look here. And we can rotate around it. Super. Luna is the winner here again. Luna seems to be winning in all of them so far, or at most they're very close. It managed to do this in 2 attempts. It says so here. As you can see, it failed the first time. 0.035 to 0.115. This one is more expensive. Interestingly, because they spent the same amount of tokens. What happened? We lost movement. Quite good. Let's look at this too. This one has 3. Why would there be 4? When I leave it like this, it's quite more concrete, actually. Better, I think. Let's continue. We're on number 8. For 8, we decided to include this one too this time. We also decided to include Kimi K3, which is a powerful model. To show how much the cost will differ, again, it's an Opus level model. Kimi K3 even claims to have surpassed Fable. It doesn't, of course, but it's an Opus level model. Here, we wanted to test an aesthetic perception, actually. We made a product page, a luxury brand page. As you can see, the clock advances automatically. It turned out to be an AI style site from DeepSeek V4 Flash. We've come to Kimi. The clock is advancing in Kimi too. There's a nicer transition. We've come to Luna. Luna did something else. Yes, Luna's wins in my eyes. Because it made the move that would set it apart from classic AI. Yes. And 0.078, 0.090, and 0.280, so I think the situation is clear. We made an isometric night room in Three.js. So we had taken a 3-dimensional approach, but it's glitching. It turns a bit hard like this. I can say that Luna is better in this regard. Just why the brightness, I think it will change with the time anyway. We've come to a time like this. We asked for a solar system. In the solar system, you can adjust the speed, that is, the time, and thus the rotation speed. Can I zoom in? Does it stop the moment I do this here? Yes. Let me zoom in. It's too fast to catch. Wait, we can't click. I'm looking at what we can do. Aren't these planets small? Yes, here we go. It's not bad, actually. Wait, it's rotating right here. Everything is according to its size. Our Earth is moving. Around it, the moon is also rotating nicely. It did that too. The moon is also rotating around the Earth here. Okay, this turned out well. 0.0172, here, 0.0112. We've come to Luna again. Where is the Earth? Right here. Let me see if there's a moon around it. I want that now. It looks very difficult. There's no moon. The Earth is left in the dark. Right? Yes, but it's nice. Let's stay a bit longer. I think very similar and equivalent results came out here. Now we've come to, we decided to make an animated SVG harbor. So SVG isn't actually writing code. It needs to do the 3D by calculating based on coordinates. It did it for $0.0113. DeepSeek is not bad at all, by the way. It calculated it quite well. We don't have any interaction with anything. We can think of it like watching a landscape. Birds are flying like this. And on this side, we have Luna. It did it like this. Very close, very close. Honestly, I found them very close. Here, I actually wanted to see how the model perceives the drift physics. We decided to do a measurement on drifting. This is DeepSeek. It's stuttering a bit. I mean, it's not really going anywhere right now. We crushed the people. Oops. It made the track, it made the course, but... No. I changed the camera too, but... Am I going the wrong way? Oh, no way. It's gone. Now let's look at Luna. By the way, 0.045 to 0.127. They seem to be using similar tokens. Of course, the one on Luna is more expensive. Oh, this one works. The drift thing. If we go too fast, we'll go off track if we don't drift. Whoops. Yes. It's having trouble turning after speeding up. It's managed to get the physics right somehow. Exactly. We're going to go off here, for example. Since I didn't drift at all, it's gone. I want to turn. What a difficult car. It shouldn't be this hard to turn. I think the map ended. Anyway, this place is much better, as we can see. This is much better, and the physics are better too. Are we at the end? We've reached the last one. For our last one, we made a low poly nature scene. Let's have a landscape here. 0.0124 to 0.081. As you can see, it's not consistent. It's not at the same height every time. Since how the models work is so different, it makes a decision. We're moving around this 3D world, seeing how realistic it is. There are some line errors here, but it's not bad. There are some nice details. I zoomed in like this. This is a world for me to observe. Nice. Something spinning here. Is that a flame? This is nice too. More artistic. The style is different. There are shadows when you move away. The clouds and everything are different. Is that a deer? A deer, yes. There's a deer here too. We can see it. There's one here too. I think I'd choose Luna again. They're very close though. As you can see, cheap models can do a lot of things too. When comparing DeepSeek V4 Flash with Luna, I would honestly still go with Luna either way. Cost-wise, it was not much more expensive at all, but it actually makes quite a noticeable difference in terms of the output you get. When you push it, things don't change. You see DeepSeek struggling, but Luna didn't struggle that much. We kept pushing the model. We gave it harder tasks. We went from easy to hard, but the Luna side didn't create much of a bottleneck. So you can use Luna in your workflows, your agents, and many other places. It looks like it'll handle a lot, especially at this price point. It really doesn't make sense not to use it. When working, plan with Opus or plan with 5.6 Sol. Delegate tasks to Luna, then have it audited or go step by step. Luna might not give the strongest output right away like Fable or 5.6 Sol, but it can build it step by step from the ground up. Its structure is different. It progresses by doing less, but when it plans step by step by doing less, it can both create a stronger infrastructure and you can work more cheaply. Thanks a lot for watching. See you